Hi everyone, I'm Ken, the Superintendent of the Chicago and Western Illinois Railroad. We're here in the last aisle of the railroad at the town of Union. The town of Union has the large classification yard, which you see here on the left. This is the eastern end of the railroad, and through planning I found that this yard will not be large enough to accommodate the trains coming from the third level staging area. So what I propose is to put some staging tracks underneath the peninsula wall here on the right side at the town of Nelson. The staging tracks would be located below the pink foam here holding up the lower level in the space occupied by these 2-inch foam risers. These risers would be pulled out and replaced with metal brackets. The metal brackets here, the three that you see here, are a prototype that I've done to test the viability of the installation. The bracket is screwed to the horizontal steel with a couple of sheet metal screws and then glued to the underside of the foam. This provided a very sturdy surface that is actually stronger than the 2-inch foam risers. What it gives me is a clear span opening between the end of the horizontal steel and the blue wall behind there of about 10 inches. I'd be easily able to put 3 tracks, possibly 4 tracks of staging underneath this entire length of the peninsula, which is around 20 feet total. To get down to this level, I intend to ramp down the trackage starting way back here at the Union crossover here. This track right here in the center of your screen to the right of the TOFC train would be put onto a ramp and go straight down about 18.5 feet. What I would do is take my hot wire cutter and on either side of this track cut straight down through the 2-inch foam and make this track a ramp at about a 2.5 to 2.75% grade, coming down the entire 18 feet of length in a straight run. Hopefully that will be not too taxing on the locomotives. I will be pulling out this crossover and pulling out this crossover. Once it gets down about 6 inches total, I'll be putting underneath, putting a curve, a 180-degree curve, underneath the end of the aisle here, underneath Major Transloading's facility here. It would curve underneath here to about this point and then fan out with some turnouts to the 3, possibly 4 tracks. This area should be fairly easy to do with the metal brackets. My problem I see is over here at the far end of the island. I have a number of risers to replace. I've got some reinforcements underneath here that I'm going to have to cut out and change. I've got some electrical wiring here I need to possibly be clearance of. But I think the metal brackets should work out fine as long as I can get underneath the end of the island here. The brackets themselves were made out of these basic shelf standards, which were free after rebate at Menards, and all I did was take the shelf bracket and cut out the diagonal support and screw it to the horizontal steel and glue it to the underside of foam. So this project should take a number of weeks to complete, but it'll give me a very good destination for the stage through trains that will be running on the railroad. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll talk to you soon.